Hello friends, this is Jasu Bakuhatsu, and welcome to another Path of Exile 1 hour Descent Champions race. Yeah, I've decided, since I'm pretty much most of the way there anyways, I'm just gonna run through one of these races, or record one of these races for each of the classes at this point, just to, for the sake of completeness, see how things just to see how things play out differently with each class. And Shadow, probably the class that I'm the least comfortable with in terms of this challenge. So I'm not expecting to last too long. This is one of the classes I have the least experience with. A brief note as far as the frame rate in this video, you might notice that things are not running as smoothly as in previous videos. That's because, for various reasons not worth getting into, I'm recording to an external hard drive as opposed to my local hard drive. So, which is a bit slower, which is why we end up with much lower frame rate for the video, which is a bit of a shame. But it's and more of a shame for me, since it's going to be a huge pain in the ass to play like this. But yeah, I'll manage. Hopefully it's not too unbearably terrible to watch. And to be honest, for a minute I had a really crappy gaming PC or more of a non-gaming PC, or I don't know why I'm calling it a PC, a non-gaming laptop that I had for many years before this one that I played games on. So I'm used to playing games at really low frame rates on systems that I shouldn't be attempting to run them on. Double Strike, yes, that's the correct one. And Reave, yes, we want Reave. And Fire Trap, sure, why not? Freezing Pulse, probably not. Dual Strike, probably not. And oh my, people are reaching level 2 and dying, and yeah, we gotta get going, pick up the pace. So 16 is the level to beat. Frankly, I'll be happy if I can survive the first boss encounter with the Shadow. I'm really kind of nervous about the prospect of trying another kind of not so beefy melee class. It's like, yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get up close against the first boss without. It's like, yeah, it's either you play a not very survivable character and you abuse your ranged advantage because you're a ranged non-survivable character, or you play a beefy melee character and just get up close and abuse your beefiness to kind of just tank through it as much as possible and then kite back and heal up when you need to. As far as the non-survivable melee character, I don't really know what the strategy is. DPS is my guess. Just try to kill things as fast as possible before they can damage you, which is why I decided to go with the dual wielding build, which is probably a mistake. I think along the... Plus, I think I'm getting better at these races anyways. I know I kind of have a better idea of what to expect and how to handle things than the first race I ran. So I think the dual wielding thing is not going to go as badly for us as it did with the first race I tried. And yeah, to be frank, I'm not really expecting to set any new personal records here. Just surviving. If I get as far as Brutus, really, I'll be happy. But yeah, I don't know, it would be nice to get... Well, we'll say if I get up to level, say, 12, I'll call this like a super successful run. And if I get to like level 10, I'll call it a wash. Disaster is if we lose against what's his face, the Pillar Man, the first boss. We are going a lot slower than usual, just because, or not really usual. I don't know what I'd call usual at this point. Fuck. Probably about as fast as the old races. We're not improved. This run isn't going to be better than the previous one. I'll put it that way. Man, these fucking ribbons do a lot of damage. Yeah, this is probably a terrible idea. I am really a stupid person for attempting to... It's like, okay, let's try going a dual-wielding not very tanky melee. And there, so what determines tankiness in Path of Exile? At the very start of the game, it's your starting stats, and specifically your HP, and which is determined by your strength. And yeah, the Witch and the Shadow are the classes that don't have any strength. They are both intelligence-based classes. The Shadow being agility and intelligence, and the Witch just being pure intelligence. All of the other classes, am I fucking this up? No, I believe, yeah. All of the other classes have some strength as sort of part of their base concept, I'll say. And that determines your starting stats. So yeah, the Witch and the Shadow start off with less HP than any of the other classes, and also the nodes you have access to in the passive tree also determine how tanky you're going to be able to make your character. And yeah, I did do a bit of scouting before this race, and basically, you'll notice, I commented on the last race how we were very fortunate to have the Scion had lightning resistance early on in her tree, to the point where we were able to get ourselves a decent bit of lightning resist before the first boss, which was really great for us. This guy, no such luck. In fact, we pretty much have no defensive nodes whatsoever coming our way by the time we reach the first boss. I'm really going to have to start remembering the names of these bosses. So I can, start actually referring to them by their proper names instead of just the first boss, the second boss, the third boss. Second boss was the Brute, I remember that much. Okay. Oh, you didn't... Okay, it did die, that's good. Oh, but there's another one. That's no good, no good. I really don't like this Reave skill. Like, it's a good skill if you can power it up. So the way that Reave works, it's like your main... Fuck, I'm dead. Nope, not quite. The way Reave works is it's sort of your main early game AoE attack as a Shadow. Or I think you can use it as a Duelist as well. It's an agility-based attack. But yeah, mainly the way it works is that it has a fairly wide range, or a wide radius, I guess you'd call it. Wide area of effect, but very low range. So, but the way it works is that as you hit monsters with it, every time you hit something with it, you get stacks, and the more stacks you have, the more your range on the skill increases. And then I think it maxes out at 8 stacks, at which point you're like reaving just like a huge area of effect in front of you. I don't know if you get damage or anything. I didn't read the skill very closely. Only works the areas reset. Each reave that hits... Oh, increases the area of effect. So that mainly means the range from what I've seen of the skill, which is... It sounds pretty... Like, it eventually gets really good once you get maximum stacks on it, but... Wait, where the fuck is the exit? I thought there was something I missed up here, but there wasn't. I guess just keep going down. Wow, I'm getting really... Yeah, I mean, forget like playing a new class and that being the reason why we'll do bad this race. I'm just getting really unlucky with my map runs. It's like I've never seen it this... I don't think I've ever seen it this far to the side before. Oh, I think I'm fucked. Like, okay, so yeah, the reason Reave sucks, as far as I can tell, is that it is because of those hits that you need in order to get it going. And okay, there's another thing I learned about these races. So the different areas are not meant to be balanced in terms of difficulty. Some are better than others, but what's different is I had always thought that the contents of the chest were randomized, but that's only because I'd been playing different classes each time. Actually, what it is you get different chest items depending on what class you are, and also depending on what area you're in. You get better items from the more difficult areas. I believe that is the case. Yeah, I got an Orb of Alchemy here, which I don't believe you get if you go through the Chattering Halls. So anyways, yeah, that's one thing I've learned about the race since the last time I ran one of these. And another thing I learned is that Reave sucks, which I was talking about before. And the reason I think that Reave sucks is that basically when it is because of that starting small AoE. If you're facing a really big pack of monsters, you really can't hit them all right away. You have to sort of, yeah, work up your stacks by hitting stuff. But the thing is, you really want to be killing them like as soon as possible. Because yeah, as they say, the best defense is a good offense. Like you want to have that big AoE right away so you can kill everything as fast as possible. And it's like by the time you get your stacks up, you've already been reaving for a little while, and you've probably killed most of the monsters by that point. So it's like by the time you build up your full 8 stacks, you've probably killed everything. It took a little while, but you've probably killed everything. So yeah, by the time you get those maximum stacks, it's just really not... Although I guess... Okay, actually, now that I'm actually thinking about this a little bit further, the solution to that is to kite into monsters constantly so that you're just always fighting things. And the other thing that makes this skill suck is that it's not reliable. You will miss sometimes. Or at least I believe that this thing has a miss chance. You can see I'm missing with this thing constantly. That it could be due to desync as well. That could be a factor as to why I'm not hitting things when it seems like I should be. So it's either way, the miss chance, if there is one, and definitely the desync are definitely a couple things that also make it a huge pain in the ass to get your stacks up. And yeah, it's just not it's not a reliable skill. Like you want that big AoE, but you can't necessarily get it. And yeah, that's what makes it seem like it kind of sucks. I've had a bit of time to think about this since this is not the first time I've actually run with the Shadow. I tried recording another race with this guy, and it was a complete disaster. I kind of hedged my bets though. I did not do the whole dual wielding thing. So okay, for the sake of survivability. Okay, yeah, we'll get 3 life flasks. That'll be good. Shabby Jerkin. You know what? I think I want better items. Although Coral Ring, that's actually worth keeping. Do we want to alk it? We might get something better. I'll just transmute it. That's no good. Strength, mana. You know, strength is health. Mana will make us need fewer potions. I should, yeah, definitely get in the habit of doing this while I'm... Okay, so what else? First, Quaff. That'll actually eventually be worth having. Superior wool gloves. Yeah, okay, that's actually technically it's the same as what we have. Yeah, I think I like what we have. Oops, shit. Yeah, maybe we're not quite ready to be sorting through our inventory at the same time that we fight. Man, I am not filling up. Did I use... I must have accidentally used my number 4 flask there, because I would have expected it to fill up at least a little bit by now. Yeah, I'm going through here super slow just because I'm like really nervous about dying. Like, I've been having trouble surviving against like even these early mobs. And yeah, I can't really stand up to... Like, it's... Yeah, you can't really group up and... Like, group them up and create like a massive train of enemies like you should be when you're trying to speed level, just because if you do create that massive train of enemies, you can't, like, Reave isn't going to be able to hit them all unless you're just standing there hitting them for a while, which you really can't do. You kind of, yeah, you need to be kiting the enemies, and if you do that, there's a good chance that you'll end up dropping stacks just because you won't be hitting frequently enough to build up your stacks. Chain boots, that's very good. Okay, I'm happy with that. 14.5. Oh yeah, that's a huge improvement. Definitely want one of those. Oh, and we can use our skills now too. So Bear Trap, probably worth using. I think we get Viper Strike as well. Yes, Viper Strike. I like having that on E. So this can go here. This goes away, and then I want Whirling Blades is a very good escape skill. That's sort of like your panic button. Is whenever you're in trouble, you hit whirling blades, and you just dash away from danger. Or into danger if you're into that kind of thing. I won't judge you. Oh god. Okay. Actually, it's not so... It's actually pretty good once you... Like I said, I have limited experience with this guy, so it could be that I'm just not... I just don't know how to use his skills correctly yet. Like, it seemed crappy to me in the last race I tried with this guy, which was a huge disaster. The reason that beating the first boss will be a sort of break-even point is because that's how poorly I did the last time I tried to race this guy. I failed to beat the first boss last time I tried to play a Shadow in the Descent Champions race. If I fuck it up again this time, then I'm just done with the Shadow. I do know at this point that not all classes are necessarily equal for these races. The Marauder, the Duelist, and I believe the Ranger are kind of your top three. The ones who fuck the ones who tend to dominate the top placements in these races. It's like, yeah, if you look at like the actual scoreboards, which I actually have done at this point for a couple races, you end up seeing a lot of Marauders, a lot of Duelists, and then a few Rangers in like just crowding like the top 50 spots or so, and then like, yeah, down 50 or 40 or so you might see a Templar. And I think the last race I tried, it was like the top ranked Shadow, like the guy who ranked #1 as a Shadow, the Shadow who leveled up the most in the race, was ranked like 70th overall, behind all of the Rangers, Marauders, and Duelists who had just oh fuck. Oh, that was a clutch level up. Yeah, it seems like I'm getting a lot of desync. It's maybe... I don't know if this recording thing is causing it as well. I wouldn't think so. Oh, well, the frame rate doesn't seem to be as much of a problem in terms of gameplay as I would have expected. We're chugging along at a constant round about 20 to 25 FPS, which is good enough. It's playable for a game like this, at least. I wouldn't want to play an FPS like this, that's for damn sure. But ooh, chestplate, that might be... Oh yeah, that's definitely an upgrade. Oh, but we probably can't equip it. Okay, I think we're at level 5 or 6. Okay, we're at level 6 by now, so we should be thinking about trying to power through to the end. Actually, you know what? I think I'll try going without the Quicksilver Flask this time. Ooh, Shrine of the Pagan God. Let's do it. And people taking out the Brute already, and I'm just starting the Shrine of the Pagan God. Okay, so build up our stacks, kill the skeletons, and then go head on. Oh, I should have tried to farm another medium flask. I really need a better flask for this guy. Okay, get my stacks up, and well, get the Viper stacks up, and then leave. I sort of planned out my strategy against this guy. I'm gonna try. Oh, did you see that clutch dodge there? Okay, dodge away from the range of his annoying lightning bolt attack. Shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I should be using my traps. In fact, I should be using all my skills. In fact, yeah, he doesn't move, so I can just maybe fire trap this guy to death. Oh, my Q has a cooldown. Okay, yeah, you don't want to stand against the walls. Shit! Don't want to stand against the walls against these thunderball throwing dudes, because they do kind of bounce along the walls, or kind of, yeah, they do tend to stick to walls. So you don't, yeah, you want to avoid staying by the walls when he's shooting off a lot of those thunderballs. I just can't get close to this, so I think, yeah, I need to lure the skeletons away, because yeah, I can't stand up to this guy and projectile throwing skeletons at the same time. Shit. Yeah, when he starts doing that constant thunderbolt spam, I'm just kind of, I just can't stand up to that, and I gotta run away. Okay, kite the skeletons over. Because yeah, these bosses, I have seen videos of people who like actually know how to do these races and do well, and they rush to the bosses, but they take their time with the bosses. Like it'll take like even the fastest racers, or I mean not like the very very fastest racers, but like it'll take even a modestly competent racer, like a decent amount. I was just saying that skill has a cooldown, so don't use it to fucking rush in. god, I'm such an idiot. Okay, yeah, don't stick to walls. Shit, don't go to the wall. Yeah, don't be next to the walls either. Build up flask charges. Yeah, they do tend to take their time against the bosses as well. Typically, like, sometimes as much as, like, 10 minutes, depending on how prepared they are for the fight. Yeah, see, like, even these regular skeletons are doing, like, a crap ton of damage to me, and the... shit. And yeah, the boss himself is doing, like, also a fuck ton of damage to me, so I'm just, oh, right, I'm forgetting to use... Yeah, I'm just not good at this game, is the main reason I'm having so much trouble here, because, yeah. Oh, you know what? This doesn't have a cooldown. What am I... Flicker Strike, that's the one that has the cooldown. That's the one I'm thinking of. Fuck. Oh, I didn't think I would have been in range for his lightning bolt there. Because, yeah, the... Oh, God, he's teleporting towards where I've got my skeletons grouped up. I mean, yeah, the expert players don't take this long to kill bosses, but, you know, they take a while. Fuck. Oh! I think that the lightning bolt attack does way too much damage and also has too much range. I think, honestly, at this point, I think that the bosses in these races are actually too difficult. Oh, fuck! Jesus fucking Christ! Ah! This is really pissing me off. Oh, hey, they have... I never noticed this. They actually changed the graphics for this guy. This, yeah, Rikuku has new art. Like, yeah, this is just impossible. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to... This is now the 4th time I've died against this fucking boss with the shadow. I'm like, how does anyone do this? I don't understand it at all. Yeah, I wasted 20 minutes just getting to the first boss there as well. I'm gonna keep trying it just for the sake of, you know, this will be the shadow video, and I guess it's gonna suck. And this is the best I'm gonna be able to do, but... Yeah, the shadow is just a shitty class. Like, I have no problem saying that now. You are... like... I'm like, obviously it's possible to do better. Like, people like I said, people have gotten shadows to, like, level 19 or so in these races, but yeah, like, sure, you can do that if you want. You can do better than I can with the shadow, but you aren't going to do better than, like, a marauder. And although I did do better on that run than I did my previous run, so I think I am going to still keep with the dual wielding thing. I think that actually would have been a better run, I think, if I had gotten... I just got really unlucky with the flasks. I really just cannot fight... Oh, I forgot to equip my gems. Shit. If I had had, like, 2 or 3 medium flasks, I think I would have been in a much better position there on that run. Just because, yeah, I can't... Like, I just can't outpace the damage with the flasks. Like, I can't even stand in against him for, like, 3 seconds. It's like I get in there for 3 seconds, and then by the time I am able to run out, I'm just dead. And I guess a lot of it is luck against just the boss AI, too. It's like if he decides to teleport to where you've kited the skeletons away to, then you're also fucked. If he decides to use his sort of horizontal lightning bolt attack, then you're fucked. Because that does ridiculous... That's like, yeah, that's by far his strongest attack. Like, if he doesn't use that attack, you might be fine, but if he does, then you're kind of fucked. It's like you have no choice but to disengage, and in the time that you decided to disengage, he's probably revived all of the skeletons. Yeah, in general, I actually do think that the bosses in these races are just way too difficult. It is not fair. Like, I'll just put it that way. It takes a ridiculous amount of luck. One, to get the amount of survivability you need to sort of... to be able to beat them in a reasonable time frame, I'll say. Because, yeah, if you get unlucky with your like, with your defensive items, and... You know, another thing I fucked up that run is this is just how it works. It's like I DSP it sometimes in terms of, oh, this is impossible. There's no way anyone could do this. But right after I say that, I realize all the ways I fucked up without having to be told most of the time. Mainly because nobody actually tells me anything at this point. The channel is pretty small. I don't really get any comments on these videos. But, so another thing I fucked up on that fight is that I forgot to... I forgot to enchant all of my items. I had a bunch of orbs in my inventory that I had meant to use, but I didn't. And I should have. But I didn't. So that's another thing I fucked up with that could have tipped the scales there. So, okay. I won't count this as stupid and impossible quite yet. Still got a chance. If there's still plenty of room for me to fuck things up less than I have been. Lot of room for improvement. Although, like I was saying, I still stand behind the fact that, like, yeah, this... I mean, yeah, the Shadow is just strictly not... Like, this... Like, it's possible to do better. I can certainly make improvements with this class and do a lot better than I have been, and probably even do better than I have with the other classes. Like, that level of improvement is possible. But even so, that's just because I'm not a very good player, in general. Like, overall, the Shadow is just strictly not as good as the other classes. He just has... Like, he's less survivable than the Duelist and has a worse AoE... a worse, less reliable AoE skill. Yeah, he's less survivable than the other classes and doesn't really have better skills or better DPS either. He's just strictly worse than the other classes, and that's borne out in the race results. It's like, yeah, Shadow is like, yeah, you'll see like, yeah, 70. Yeah, like I said, highest Shadow is like 70th overall. Maybe someone will bust it open and prove me wrong. I think that would be cool. I'd love to. I'm just sort of calling it like I see it. I would love to be proven wrong. I think it would be really cool if we're just sort of missing some, you know, hidden layers of depth to the class, or if it's just like a, or if there's maybe more room for, maybe if it's more skill-based than I realize, and like a really good, more room for optimization, I'll say, or how to put this. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna fucking die because this is a ridiculous, oh, God. Oh, and I'm desyncing like crazy, too. Desync is another way that these races can really go badly for you, just due to bad luck. Okay, small life flask, it sucks, but at least it's increased recovery and resistances. That actually might be worth keeping around. I didn't have a belt last time either, I don't think. Ooh, 8 armor? Ours is better. Also getting pretty bad luck for mob density as well, I think. I'm just seeing not seeing the big packs that I'm used to. Even on my last Shadow run. Shadow Run, that's the name of a video game. A bunch of video games, actually. Yeah, even the last time I played the Shadow, I saw like much denser mobs than this. Although I guess I could be cutting forward more. Cutting into mobs like you really should be when you're trying to level quickly. I mean, I guess I could try that, but that's more of a speed thing. It's like speed... Like, I guess that would get me more attempts at these bosses. I guess that's one worth arguing. Yeah, I think the Croaking Halls, though, is definitely the way to go. That extra Alk Orb could have... If we had used it, it could have been a big help. Man, that was such a terrible, terrible mistake. Medium Life Flask. Okay, Whirling Blades. I don't know, do we want to use Ethereal Knives? That would probably help us a bit. 11 Energy Shield. I don't know why I'm keeping this. I don't want that. I also don't know what form of mitigation is best either. This is a Coral Ring. I think we'll want to enchant that again. That's fine, I guess. Is it just me or... Or right, the reason I have fewer... Yeah, the reason I have fewer orbs than the last time I tried to augment my equipment in the previous race is because I didn't try to augment my equipment until the next floor last time, which is why I had more orbs. Oh, these plumed Chimera have kind of like a blue tint to them, which always makes me think that they're champions, which is irritating. Ooh, superior medium. Okay, that's what I like to see. Yeah, we can't. Oh yeah, it's just superior. That doesn't mean anything magical. It's just better. Okay, so good luck with the life flasks this time. Things seem to be going our way, although we don't have... Well, we didn't have a second ring last time, but we... Or we did have a belt last time, actually, now that I think of it. Yeah, we would have gotten it from the chest. Ah, people are at level 17. Where are we? Level 3. Yeah, this is a really slow run. I don't know, since I'm not going to do well anyways, maybe I should work... Like, yeah, this run is shot anyways. I'm definitely not breaking any new records at this point, and actually I probably don't even have enough time left to make it to the Brute, even if I do beat the False God, so... So I guess maybe I might as well work on my technique, I guess. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Although projectile guys can't really be kited in that fashion. Really just kind of have to take care of them so they don't become a pain in the ass. Or at least take care of most of them. These guys will follow me. No, they won't. What? Okay, that's good. That's how you group them up. Although yeah, this is why you shouldn't do this. Okay, this is how not to kite mobs into big packs. Yeah, there's a certain threshold beyond which beyond which your little mob train becomes not so little and actually becomes completely unmanageable and impossible for you to deal with. So yeah, don't do too much kiting. Once it gets big enough to the point where you can, you know, kind of handle it without too much difficulty, then go for it. And yeah, look at that. I'm just like missing like crazy with this Reave. I was attacking frequently enough in order to maintain my charges, but I wasn't maintaining my charges because I kept missing. Or maybe got desynced, I don't know. Either way, this is not a reliable AoE skill, I don't think. I mean, I guess it's reliable if you stand still for a few seconds and... Or just attacking. Also, better attack speed would make it better, too. Actually, this might be a good... Actually, now that I think of it, this might be a good late-game skill. Because, yeah, the AoE gets, like, really huge once you get your stacks up. And the best way to get your stacks up is to attack repeatedly. And so it might be a good skill for the late game in, like, a regular Path of Exile game. Yeah, doing a Reave build with a lot of attack speed. That could actually be really good, I think. So maybe this is just a skill. Maybe this is just, yeah, maybe not all classes are made equal in terms of, you know, the sort of progression curve in terms of their strength. Although maybe it's the case that some classes just, you know, have a different sort of progression. Some classes are good in the early game and sort of don't progress as quickly as others, or don't get as good in the late game overall. Like, say, they ramp up in power more the more you gain in levels and equipment. And, yeah, maybe it's the case that, yeah, some classes are good, strong starters, and others don't really shine, and others become easier in the late game. That was the case with some Diablo, or not necessarily Diablo classes, or Diablo 2 classes, that is, but some Diablo builds could definitely end up that way, where you'd have a build... You'd have some builds that are kind of even throughout the game, some builds that are like really, really difficult to use until you get to the late game. And I'm just gonna keep doing this forever. It wasn't too late after I noted it, though. I could have stopped that. I could have, because yeah, now I only have one flask and I could die against the next pack if I'm not careful. Okay, Whirling Blades. Bear Trap doesn't seem too useful for this boss, since okay. I definitely want to have my skills the way I like them, though, because, yeah. That's kind of a common cause of death, is to not, if I forget, or for me at least, is if I don't have my skills on the hotkeys I want, and it's like, I hit Q to try and dash out of danger, and, it doesn't work because I don't have it on the hotkey that I'm used to. Yeah. So even though it seems like a huge waste of time for me to keep messing around with that nonsense, it's worth it in my opinion, just because, yeah, having skills on the wrong hotkeys leads to deaths. I don't know, this is an interesting class. I don't know if I definitely don't want to race the Shadow too many more times. I think I'm done with the Shadow after this, or I'm done with the Shadow in these Descent races after this race. I'm definitely intrigued by the notion, by the concept though, and yeah, I think I do want to actually try a Shadow maybe in the regular game. Like I said, I haven't really... Oh, flask... Oh, mana recovery. That's not great, but it's better than nothing. In fact, I'll augment that. Oh, okay, does it not work with... Oh, yeah, that should work. Oh, I guess you just can't do it when you're... Yeah, when you have stuff equipped. Oh, am I not level 6? Oh, man, I'm going even slower than I realized. Okay, 9 armor versus the Scare Mask. Scare Mask will be better once we augment it, probably. Oh, and another medium mana flask. That's good. Okay, so going super slow. Okay, yeah, like I said, we're gonna say that if we beat Rikuku, we were not defeated. This will have been a wash. We will break even. Oh, this is a Rogue Exile. Oh, this is a Shadow Rogue Exile, too. He'll be good. Okay, I want to take out... Oh, he's got the... Oh, it's a fucking bear trap! God damn it! That's frustrating. Oh, this is really bad. Maybe I don't think I can even actually deal with this guy. Or I don't know, maybe if I get in close with him. Or are you just going to stand there by that pillar, buddy? I'm fine with that, but... Okay, maybe if I... Or in fact, yeah, we will DPS him with Viper Strike. That's your sort of sustained DPS skill. Oh, he's got all kinds of traps here. Okay, yeah, get your Viper stacks on him, keep him up, and then, oh yeah, look at that damage. Wow, I don't think I've... Ooh, this could potentially be better than what we have. Probably not. Definitely not. No. Or... Yeah, no. Ooh, 26 to maximum life. We don't have a second ring yet. Physical damage, not great, but Rustic Sash, 16, 23, no thanks. Padded Vest. Okay, that's an improvement. Energy Shield, not ideal, but I'll take it. Oh, we've got a couple, actually. We've got scrolls to spare, though. Ooh, and Scare Mask, too. So, okay, that can go away. Okay, give me something good. Maximum life, yes. Let's augment that. That's kind of shit, but whatever. I'll take it. Maximum life, yes. Oh, lightning resist! I don't want to augment it either, I want to save them. Yeah, this... I think the lightning resist is better. I think I'm doing my math right there. I'm not really doing math, I'm just kind of guessing. 7% resistance to Rikuku's attacks versus, what? Was it 11 HP? Yeah, 7... He's doing... So, okay, if 7% represents... I don't know, I can't math while I'm playing. Which is bad, actually. It's that's a good skill to have. Oh, 18 to maximum life. That's actually pretty good. Although, okay, what does that mean? So if Rikuku deals, like, my total life worth of damage, if he deals 153 damage to me, reduce that by 7%, does 7% equal 18? 7% of the damage reduced. Okay, 7% is 7 per 100. So, no, it actually isn't. Oh, that's 8%. So that's 8 per 100. So okay, for every 100 points of lightning damage he deals to me, 8 of it will be reduced. So that's an effective 8 HP, and only against his lightning attacks. Which, all of his attacks are lightning attacks, but also this is just better general purpose. So, yeah. Alas, I'll need an augmentation, or... Well, I could scour... No, I don't want to scour it. I want life. Okay, so we'll augment that. Oh, hello! Okay. Okay, everything's coming up. Oh, fuck. Everything's... Apart from that little setback with cold there, because cold is always a setback, everything seems to be coming up in our favor. Not everything, but a lot of things seem to be coming up in our favor this time as compared to last time. Oh, wow, did I actually lose all my stacks already? Oh, yeah, look at that AoE on that. Becomes much better once you get your stacks up, but alas, they're hard to maintain and hard to get in the first place. Yeah, there's just no opportunity. Or I guess if you go down this way, you get a few resistances, but you sacrifice a lot. And yeah, you get like 6% resist by going that way, and you end up taking a lot of dexterity, which do pretty much nothing for you at this point in the game. Evasion is not, at least as I understand it, evasion is not a good defensive stat to have unless you already have like a high life pool. Or it's at least on hardcore, that's definitely the case, because it becomes very easy for you to get bursted down, or even one-shot. Because, evasion won't do much for you, unless you already have the high life pool to back it up. Yeah, the thing is, if you get attack speed, like I said, is key with this Reave skill, and if you end up against like cold monsters that reduce your attack speed, that also makes it very difficult. It's an interesting skill. I think I would actually like to try it out in a regular game sometime. I don't know, kind of warming up to it. I mean, yeah, it actually would be really good in a regular game where the mobs are less dangerous and it's more viable to kite like a massive group of them together. Yeah, just kite a huge group of enemies together. I mean, yeah, oh god, I'm at 7... Yeah, look how long it took me to get up to 7 stacks there, and I didn't even get to 8. Yeah, that's just... yeah. When the going is tough, I don't think that Reave is a very good skill. It'd probably be good for farming like really weak, large numbers of really weak mobs, though. Maybe I was just missing or something, but it looked like my green wave was going through those enemies. Maybe I just got desynced. Maybe I should just stop complaining about this ability and actually... Maybe I should just not talk about this ability anymore until I've actually played around with it for more than, like, what I guess it's been just a couple races so far. Also, I have other skills. I'm really bad about remembering to use my other skills. Ooh, 11-11. Oh, that's got life, though. So yeah, probably don't want to replace our current one. Although it... Armor... So yeah, for the same reason. Armor is not... Whoops, shit. Come on. Armor is also... armor is pretty good, I think, as far as damage mitigation. It doesn't necessarily require a big life pool to be really effective. Because, yeah, it reduces the amount of damage you take. So it's really kind of independent of the amount of life you have. Unlike evasion, it will save you from getting one shot or bursted down because it just makes you take... It's more reliable. You take less damage overall, guaranteed. Although it's only physical damage, so it won't help it. It won't help us against Rikuku, but overall, I think... As I understand it, armor is a bit more reliable as a means of damage mitigation. 26, I don't want to bother rolling that, though. Oh, you know what? I don't have any normal items. I don't have any normal items left to use my alchemy orb on. That's kind of a miscalculation. I do have orbs of scouring, though, so if I have any crappy magic items, I can... And yeah, I've decided I don't want to do the freezing, whatever it's called, floor for my Quicksilver Flask anymore. Just because Quicksilver Flask I don't think is worth it. Not for our level of skill. We really need the extra mana flasks for the survivability. So yeah, this probably don't want... Oh, this... so we can alch the boots. We can alch... the pendant's not great, though. Yeah, definitely alch the boots, I think. Dex, int, life, decent. Ooh, movement speed, that helps too. Okay, anything... Oh, that works. Okay. Transmute. Armor, division... that's not a lot. This guy probably resists lightning. Oh, I should have used the Orb of Chance. Oh, I don't have an augmentation... Orb of Augmentation. Okay, yeah, oh, there we go, thank you. Okay, so let's see what we can get on our pendant, then. And yeah, I'll do this just because I don't think... Fuck. That really, really sucks. In fact, I'm re-rolling it. Cold resist, even worse. Or at least in the short term. Okay, there we go. Throwing knives. I haven't used a lot of this skill. Oh, wow, this is so slow. Do I have my attack speed slowed somehow? The other thing, the way you get one shot against this guy is by getting, oh shit, shock stacks on you. So one of the problems I have with this game actually is it, like yeah, the game, I think this actually is a problem with the game. Is that it really doesn't convey to you, it does a poor job, I think, of why isn't, I hit Q like 3 times and I didn't use my skill. Why is my attack speed so low? I don't know, it seems to me like my attack speed's gotten slower since the last time I've been... consistently attacking things. Ah, the stupid skeletons came back at exactly the wrong time. So yeah, I want to kill all the skeletons. Actually, could it be my frame rate that's giving me grief? Oh wow, look at this! Oh, the DPS might have been the way to go after all! Actually, I think I just got a lucky string of evasions or something. Actually, yeah, again, I think that was just pure luck, although, yeah, I severely underestimated the amount of damage. Like, oh yeah, it'll take even expert players, like, several minutes to kill this guy. It's like, yeah, if I had just, like, manned up there, I could have killed that guy in, like, 15 seconds. I mean, if I'd have manned up there, I would have died, but... Okay. We got, like, 15 minutes left, too. This might not be a complete disaster. This is salvageable. Kinda, sorta, maybe. 5 armor, accuracy, life. I don't even know how armor works, so I'm just gonna go with the... I know that life is good, so I'll stick with that. Yeah, definitely... Definitely... Oh, wait, no. 18 to max life, huh? 19 to max life, but that's a little ways off. Oh, this one, too. Oh, you're killing me. Oh, this one's got extra quality, too. I should really look at all of the things before I pick them up, although that's, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so that we... Oh, and now we've got our precious survivability, finally. Oh, the dual wield block? I don't know. Life and mana. Life. Crit chance is actually, I think, our best bet for DPS. Ooh, increased attack speed? Yeah, you know what? We got a little ways to go. We'll get our 3 levels before the next boss, assuming we even get that far. So yeah, I think I will continue going DPS, just for the ability to farm a little bit faster. Gotta farm a little harder. Oh yeah, and we've got these nice, easy enemies in this area. Oh yeah, this will be a breeze. Got our Orb of Transmutation. Oh yeah, things are actually going well for us now, finally. Oh, see, yeah, I'm like... Or, I guess I'm just not used to the range, because, yeah, I was just whiffing attacks, because I wasn't in the effective range there. There as well. You know what? Yeah, I think I should stop using... I think my main problem I've been having with this skill is I should just stop using spacebar to pause while I'm using it, and just make sure that I'm actually clicking on enemies while using it. Because, yeah, or I have my hold position on my spacebar. That's just... It's a very useful key. Yeah, a very useful function as far as, yeah, making sure that... Especially as a ranged character, just to make sure that you keep your positioning. So yeah, right there. Or, see, yeah, that has nothing to do with what I was talking about. But yeah, right there, I definitely either missed or desynced, because that was right on top of that freaking enemy. Okay, down with you guys. Yeah, look at that AoE. This is actually... I'm kind of warming up to this skill. Like I said, we got a bit of attack speed. Actually, we got a fair bit of attack speed, so that's definitely helping us a bit in terms of, yeah, getting those stacks up a bit more reliably. And, physical damage? No. Yeah, we definitely want to be going on our survivability in preparation for Brutus. Although, oh man. So, okay, I learned something new about the Brute since the last race I ran. And that is that I misunderstood how his skeletons work. Like, I read online before that, yeah, he gains attack speed and movement speed based on... whenever you kill the skeletons, he gains attack speed and movement speed. I had assumed that it meant, like, since, you know, he always summons 3. Whenever there are no skeletons left, he summons 3 more. So I assumed that meant, like, he has movement and attack speed based on the number of remaining skeletons. Because it just never occurred to me that they would actually permanently raise his attack and movement speed every time you kill a skeleton. Because that would just be insane. Like, yeah, who would do that? But no, that's the way it works. It's, yeah, the Brute actually has a hidden... There's a mod in the Nemesis League, I think it's called Soul Eater or something like that, that buffs up monsters every every time if a monster has the Soul Eater mod that appears in the Nemesis League, then what ends up happening with those is that if another monster dies in the vicinity of a Soul Eater monster, then that monster just permanently powers up. He gains, I don't know if it's movement or attack speed, or if it's like damage or what exactly they gain, but basically they get stronger every time another enemy dies nearby them. And even though it doesn't tell you that he has it, that's... Oh, and also my small flax, actually. Yeah, that 26 resistance is actually... That's maybe worth keeping. Because, yeah, 2 medium flasks is plenty, but 26 resistance is, like, pretty huge. And I think I went, actually... I forgot that there were 2 ways to go. I just saw the one, so I went down. But, yeah, I think... Okay, Orb of Alchemy, never mind. Ooh, Wrath. That's actually might be... Ooh, maximum life. Yes. Oh, that's not... Oh, that's not even... It's not even magical. 9 to armor, 6 to fire resist. Goodbye, crappy. Ooh, 28 to strength. Yeah, definitely want that. Fizz damage and intelligence. I'll take it. Oh, and we can equip this now, too. Very nice. Oh, I should have alked something. Oh, and so hatred. Or, sorry, wrath. Do you want it or not? I kind of do. I kind of want to try it out. Because, again, I think that DPS, like just bursting the brute down, is probably our best bet. And the aura is definitely going to help us do that. Because, yeah, if I can kill the brute as quickly as I killed... Because, yeah, I noticed last time I fought the brute, he doesn't really do a whole lot of damage when he's first starting out, before he gets those extra stacks. Before he gets those extra stacks from his hidden Soul Eater mod. And that's the one thing that pissed me off, is when I learned about that, is that it doesn't actually tell you that he has that mod. It, like, doesn't appear on the list of modifiers or anything. You just kind of have to figure it out, I guess, even though it doesn't play the standard Soul Eater animation either. But yeah, it definitely makes sense based on my experience with the boss. Every time you kill a skeleton, the brute gains permanent attack speed and move speed. And cast speed as well, I guess. Ooh, cold resist. That's not going to help us with the brute. Strapped leather. Like I said, don't really want the evasion. Tricorn. Ooh. I said I don't really want the evasion, but that is a lot better than our current one. 12 dex. Let's re-roll it. Or you know what? That's... Oh, you know what? There's a necromancer over there. Maybe let's kill him so we can get some peace and quiet. Or actually, maybe peace and quiet isn't the way to go, actually, because I've only got like 8 minutes left. Oh, and we got a level 2. So much good coming our way this time. Okay, so you know what? Yeah, I'll save the Alk for the boss. Like right before the boss, I'll just put the Orb of Alchemy on the best piece of equipment that I have available at that time. Okay. Oh well, I'm happy with the way this race is going either, as well. In fact, yeah, I think it might... In fact, yeah, considering the limited amount of time left, it might be time to rush forward. I mean, not rush forward too fast, though. Like, it would be really cool if I could kill the brute. That would be, like... That would be only my second... Or, yeah, only my second time killing him, I think. Or, did I get him with... I don't remember. I think it would only be my second time killing the brute, so that would be really cool if I could get it on this clearly... And I don't know if I was finished talking about this, but yeah. In terms of short term, at least, for like a 1-hour race, I think it's clear at this point. Yeah, I definitely finished talking about that. Shadow isn't as good as the other classes, as far as we know at this point, I'll say. 27, that's a minor improvement. Actually, yeah, that's not a very good ring anyways. So yeah, I think I want to roll that and re-roll that. Ooh, that's good. I wish I had an Orb of Augmentation to pump that up a bit more, but... Ooh! Oh wait, no, I want to kill the Necro first, because I believe that Necros can actually revive rare monsters. Okay, oh, there's the exit. There is our exit. And I think we have one more floor to go before the Brute. Haunted Dungeon or the Burning Cave. I think... Oh, I can't remember. I tried to memorize my order, but I obviously failed. Which way was the one that gives you the Alch Orb? I believe you get the Alchemy Orbs only for doing the more difficult... Whenever you have a choice between 2 floors, you get an Alchemy Orb, I believe, by doing the more difficult of the two, which would be great for us.
I'm so good at this. I scare this.
Let's see. I think our yeah, level up means it's probably time to move on. Life. Maybe we can get that extra. Yeah, at this point, 2 extra levels would be good. I don't think we'll have the time for it. In fact, I think I just want to power through to the brute. Or I don't know. What's our level? Maybe it might be okay. Like I said, level 12 would be really nice. Added lightning damage. Oh damn. Let's put that on double strike. Whoops. Okay. Oh, we can't equip it yet. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to get level 2 before. Oops. Okay, so no alchemy orbs here. I could be wrong. There's a lot of things I don't really know about the way these races work just yet. Okay. So, oh, we've got our hatred now, or our wrath. Let's try it out.
Low on mana.
Oh, you're rare. Oh, yeah, low on mana. I'm going to have to be burning a lot of mana flasks if I want to keep this up. In fact, I probably don't have the mana to sustain it. Actually, I can get this skill up here, and that actually might be enough. If we can do that. Okay, I think yeah, let's kite through. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, actually, we've got a good thing going here. Come on, more monsters. More monsters. Oh, I missed there. Okay, keep the stacks up. Come on, more monsters. Oh, I'm at a dead end. Rats. I thought I could, like, maybe kite through the entire floor and just keep up my 8 stacks on my Reave the whole way through. Because, yeah, I think that's the way this skill is properly used. You keep kiting forward into the monsters so that you're constantly fighting, and that's so you never run low on stacks. Oh, I think I don't know if that was a desync or if I got moved by a monster somehow there. Oh, oh, wow, I'm doing so much damage! All of the damages! Okay. Okay, I maybe want to Reave these guys. Oh, you automatically lose your stack if you use a skill other than Reave, I think. That's a bit disappointing. Okay, yeah, that'll help us get our little mana pool and mana regeneration up a bit more. Allow us to sustain our aura a bit better. Okay, build up that. Because, yeah, it's a lot easier to maintain your stacks as well. It's like the more stacks you have, the easier they are to maintain as well. On ooh, goat hide gloves. Actually, I think that's a tier 1 glove. Probably don't want that. Yeah, the more stacks you have, the easier it is to maintain them, since, you know, you have the massively increased range, so you can just hit enemies without having to run up to them. Less time spent attacking, or less time spent getting in range, and therefore more time spent Chamber of Greed. I don't know if I'm greedy. I got a couple of minutes left. Oh, right, I think this was the one with the leap slam nonsense. Nope. Clarity. I don't think I even want to use that. I can't sustain another aura. Or is this a... This is just crazy. Is this a rare thing? Are they actually... Did I random into this somehow? This is a trap. Like, I don't have time to be sorting through all this shit. Like, yeah, I need to be leveling up. I got like 2 minutes left in the race. It kind of kills me, and honestly, I think it's kind of bullshit that this even exists. Or, oh, you know what? This is kind of a cool concept, because, yeah, it's kind of a trap. It's like you can get some really... You can sift through it all and get some really good loot, potentially, but it's a race. So, you know, you don't... So you don't necessarily want to spend all that time Oh, yeah, look at that damage. Oh, shit, look at that damage. Okay, wrong guy dealing the damage there. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Nice! Look at that! Look at that! Oh, man, I think I'm... I think I might have found a new favorite class for these races. Holy shit. Wow, this has been... Oh, this is... some of the most fun I've had yet on one of these. I don't have time to sift through this. I'm just going to have to farm for the last couple of minutes that I have on this race. I don't think I'm going to even open this last chest. Just got to farm. Is that level 12 now? Okay, if I can get to level 12, it'll be tough. Low League ending in 2 minutes. Level 12 in 2 minutes. Go, go, go. Farm, farm, farm. This is exciting, though, even though it's not a personal best or anything, but this is actually the most fun I've had in a race. I mean, this is the first race I've had in a long while, period. Am I... Okay, that explains it. And yeah, that's your desync command again. That pisses me off, actually. I missed out on a lot of time there as a result of that desync. It's like every second counts. We've got 2 minutes left. Oh, General Gravicius. Bravo! I haven't necessarily seen General Gravicius kills on every single race I've tried. It's like, I don't think everyone even, like... Yeah, it's like, I don't think the race even necessarily gets finished every time it's run. It's like, sometimes just nobody gets all the way to the end. Or maybe I just failed to notice it. That's actually more likely. Okay, come on. Give me big packs, big packs. Shit, that is not big packs. You know what would be really nice at this point? A Quicksilver flask. Okay, actually, this is also nice. Okay, you're worth some experience, at least. Come on, come on, come on. Farm, farm, farm. Get the fuck out of the way! Get him, get him, get him, get him. 30 seconds. Come on, guys. Level 12. I believe there's a cutoff point at level 12 in terms of points earned as well. So there's a race, there's a league point on the line here. Come on, come on. Oh, I can't. No. Get him. Yes. Oh, yes. 10 seconds to spare. Oh, nice. That was a league point right there. I earned myself a league point. Nobody's even going to watch this video because the frame rate has been so consistently terrible this time, but I don't even care. I made it to level 12 with a shadow. That was a lot of fun. This might be my favorite class for these races. He's a boss. It's weird. He's a boss killer. If you build him, spec him for DPS, get the right drops. And yeah, once you finish off that first difficult boss, because yeah, you get like 6, maybe 7 points on your first, by the time you reach Rikuku. So that's like, you literally can't spec into like any health whatsoever. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you get your 7th point, you might get 16 points off this, as opposed to like your Scion, where you got your where was it? Oh yeah, your lightning resist and your 10 to all resist, so that you get your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you got 28 lightning resist with the Scion. That's like a big early game boost in this race. With the Marauder, we had what did we have with the Marauder? Just a ton of life. Life and life regen and strength, and he's just a beefy dude. Duelist, within your first 6 levels, you have shit for life and survivability nodes. You got nothing but DPS, which makes Rikuku a huge pain in the ass potentially, but if you get the right drops, and you just, stick it out, use your skills to correct... Oh, this is such a fun class. Anyways, I've ranted enough. That's the end of the race. Maybe more... This is my number 1 class so far. Once I've gone through all of the classes, I'm still going to do 1 of each class, but after that, I'll probably only post the races where I make significant new progress or achieve something of significance. But after that, I think Shadow is maybe the one I want to start running. This was a lot of fun. Hope it was fun or entertaining for you guys too. If not, I'm sorry. In either case, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.